to live in gratitude every moment towards that divinity. How to live in loving kindness. For example, when I come across hatred, jealousy, or possessiveness, how to handle it? Is there a technique I can use till it becomes part of my nature? Thank you. This is a world of techniques, We always want a technique, a tool. If you feel moving into a space of cognitive insights is a technique, you're welcome to take it that way. But really speaking, when we say that there is intelligence, there is divinity around us, then that particular understanding itself is adequate to bring forth the attitude of gratitude. If I really understanding is not just a intellectual exercise. An understanding is incomplete if it cannot translate into activity. Please understand. Suppose I tell you this is a pen and you understand this is a pen. Now, next step will be how can I utilize this pen? If you really know it is a pen, you will just pick it up and start writing. But if I tell you it is a pen and you are hungry and you start eating this pen, that means you didn't understand. Even though you understood, you still didn't understand. Right? So, understanding of any object or anything in this world entails its actualization or entails knowing its utility value. When we say, I understand, when we understand all that is here is divine, that everything is given, everything is provided for, what will be a natural actualization of that understanding? A natural response. Your mom makes a wonderful New Year cake for you, and you suddenly realize that the thing you love most, she has just given you right in front, worked very hard and prepared. What would be your natural response? Your natural response will be, thank you, gratitude. So an understanding, when we say, let us not lock it in or shelf it as an intellectual understanding. Unfortunately, in the spiritual world, in the spiritual, trend, is a trend, somewhere people have made a separation between intellectual understanding of things and techniques and tools to do. So, it is a trend which says Vedanta is for the intellectuals and bhakti is for the emotional. So you make a division between right brain and left brain. You split yourself into two and take one brain, one half of the brain spiritual journey, and somebody else takes the other half of the brain spiritual journey. Where will each one end up? It is not two different paths here. In fact, my guru used to say there is no devotion without understanding. There is no understanding without devotion. There is no right brain without the left brain. There is no left brain without supporting the right brain. They both make the person. They both carry the functionality meant to fill a human life in Purnatvam. And therefore, if one really understands what is being said, then there is no question of looking for a tool to live in gratitude. There is no tool. It is the understanding itself that must bring in the gratitude. It is the knowledge of what is. It is the gratitude is something. It's an attitude which grows upon you. The more you see, the more and more you listen to the teachings, more and more you imbibe, you take in, more and more these teachings begin to influence your thought system, from the ego system to the higher self. You find the actualization of the principles entering into your soul, into your beinghood, into your heart. An attitude of gratitude becomes natural. Okay, I have no tool for this. If you want a tool, all I'll say is stop resisting life. Stop fighting with life. We are fighting with life. If we fight with life, if we fight with every situation, then we are living not in God's world, we are living in our own world. Tradition calls it Jiva Srishti versus Ishvara Srishti. Living in the world of the divine is living in the world given to us. Living in the world of the ego is the world that is projected by us. Understand? And what is gratitude? Gratitude is an attitude that comes to you when you begin to live in the world of the divine. That means accept life as divine.